Hello, Book 2. This is Alan. This past Tuesday, there was a tag that went around the Book 2 community. It was the self-aware reading tag, and I did that tag, but I want to go back to that tag and add some more things to it. Because one of the things right after, I think it was right after I did that tag, I went on to Instagram, and there's a lady there by the name of Ann Kroger who I follow, and she is a writing coach, and she had a video entitled How to Read Like a Writer. And the first question on the prompt, let me go back to the self-aware reading tag, was what draws you into a novel story? What keeps you reading? Is it a plot, character, writing style, atmosphere, or something else? And I said writing style because I wrote stories. And I took a writing class and learned what words go into what sentence and how to pick a certain word to go into the sentence. One time I was worked overnight at a hospital, and I was thinking of the next word that went into the sentence, and I thought of four different words. And when I got home that morning, I sat down to write. I thought of a fifth word and started writing, and it fit in perfectly. And so I usually think of my stories like that. And one of the things that Ann Kroger, let's go back to her. She was on the Instagram page that I follow, as I said, and she said, you read for information and inspiration. That the notes, you take notes to view authors as teachers and to get inspiration from them as to what to learn. Francine Prose, who's Ann Kroger, said that I wish I could read my writing sometimes. Admire, absorb, and learned. And that's what we do when we're reading, is to admire, absorb, and learn. So because we absorb the words in the text and wondering why this author chose that word, or why they chose this sentence to put in there. And that's exactly what Ann Kroger says. She said, you pay attention to the word uses, the times, the ideas, and the structures of the certain words, a certain paragraph, certain sentences. And because you're trying to find out what words work and what doesn't in the sentence. There was another lady on, I'll give you a couple of examples. There's another lady I follow on Instagram. Her name is Grumpy Reads. That's her title. And she also has a couple of YouTube videos out, which makes fun, a parody of the different genres: horror, science fiction, history. She plays all the characters, and it's really pretty good. But she has a Sunday sentence in which she gets a book and uses a certain sentence from that book and makes fun of it because the word, it doesn't sound right. And there's one called she here's one right here, and this was from Midnight Sun. She paused there, staring down with a strange look on her face. It was as if something about the tire was making her emotional. Some others is her face was unexpected. Snakes seemed to slither through my intestines. That's from Midnight Sun. Did I said to ignore the fact that flying dinosaurs once more were taking up residence in my stomach. That's from the book Crave. That dinosaurs were taking up residence in her stomach. And this is from Stephen King. This is from The Shining. The heart head was throbbing like a monstrous bladder. So, yeah, words make sense. Words are supposed to make sense in the sentence, and you're wondering what the author was thinking of when they put those particular words in there, like your flying dinosaurs, or head throbbing like a monster's bladder, or the snakes slithering through the intestines. That's kind of strange. So Ann Kroger also says you need to annotate. You annotate because your book, when you purchase the book becomes part of you. It's not. It's not when you take possession of it, you own it. Then you start annotating it. And Mortimer Adler, in his book How to Read a Book, stated this: that you have a dialogue with the author. You have a differences or agreements, and you make little notations in the book where you disagree, where you agreed with the author. A lot of business people do this. My aunt, who lives in Fort Worth, owned River Cleaners for over 60 years. She buys a lot of business books, and I've seen her business books, and they are marked up with pencil, and she makes notes about what works and what doesn't work, what she agrees with, what she doesn't agree with, and yeah. So that was that part. I just wanted to draw that to your attention about why I picked writing, and as the first part of the skill. Then the next one I wanted to talk about was do you read prompt? I kind of summarize it here. Do you read for enjoyment or exercise your brain? And I don't know what I think I said both, but I've read business books, I've read investment books, I read books on computers, trying to exercise my brain, so to speak. And it comes across to my coworker at work that she, because the way I talk and the way I say things about certain thing about business, about where we work, this is the way business is structured. She thought I had a degree. Thought I had a business degree, a master's degree, and something. And so she asked me if I went to college, and I said no. I did, but I didn't graduate from college. I learned everything from reading. So you try to read, and that's what a lot of business people like Bill Gates or Elon Musk or other successful people, they read, and so that's basically what I do. And try to That's the way you exercise your brain, and also for the enjoyment part of it. Well, thank you very much for watching, and take care, BookTube.